Welcome back. It's been 6 weeks since our last Brexit chat, and to be honest, there's been some changes. I left you back in April with Brexit Day being extended to the 31st of October, or Halloween 2019, and Prime Minister Theresa May trying to work with the opposition Labour Party to find a consensus around the withdrawal agreement that was negotiated at the end of last year. So let's quickly review what has happened since our last Brexit update. The negotiations that were occurring between the Prime Minister, Theresa May, and Leader of the Opposition, Jeremy Corbyn, ultimately didn't materialise in any consensus. In early May, we had the local council elections in England, with both the Conservatives and Labour Party losing seats, and the Lib Dems and Greens gaining. Important to note that both the Lib Dems and the Greens are pro-Remain parties. We started last week with the government looking to have another vote on the withdrawal agreement. However, by the end of the week, Theresa May, the Prime Minister, announced her intention to resign as both Prime Minister and leader of the Conservative Party on the 7th of June, next Friday. On Sunday, we had the results of the European parliamentary elections, with both the Conservative Party and the Labour Party losing seats and taking a hit. On the other side, we had the Liberal Democrats and the Brexit Party gaining seats. Again, it's really important to see that the Brexit Party is a pro-leave as soon as possible party, and the Liberal Democrats are a pro-Remain party. So we can see that the British electorate remain deeply divided on Brexit. So what happens next? Theresa May, the current Prime Minister, will resign as leader of the Conservative Party next Friday, the 7th of June, and we will then enter an election process for a new leader and ultimately a new Prime Minister. We currently have 11 candidates standing, with potential for a few more by the end of next week. In June, Conservative MPs will then get to vote on those candidates until only 2 remain. The exact process by which the election takes place will be published next Friday, the 7th of June. In July, Conservative Party members, that's almost 160,000 in the UK, will get to vote on those 2 candidates. The winner will then become leader of the Conservative Party and will then replace Theresa May as Prime Minister. So what does this mean for Brexit? The current leading candidate to replace Theresa May is former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, who has very clearly said that the UK will leave the EU on October the 31st with or without a deal. This is similar to another frontrunner, Dominic Raab, former Brexit Secretary, who also wants to leave with or without a deal. On the other side, you have 2 more frontrunners, current Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt and Environment Secretary Michael Gove, who want to avoid leaving the EU under a no-deal situation. Now, it does seem likely that the future Prime Minister will be pro-Brexit. However, despite the media coverage, it is not a foregone conclusion that Boris Johnson will be the future Prime Minister. So while it looks like the Conservatives will move to a pro-Brexit position, it seems also clear that the Labour Party will be pushing for a second referendum and may ultimately push to remain within the EU. It is important to remember that the Brexit deadline of the 31st of October still stands, and the possibility of a no-deal situation has increased, given the likely candidates to be the future Prime Minister. Likewise, it's important to remember that Parliament has voted overwhelmingly against a no-deal outcome. So this future election of a new Prime Minister has a serious impact on Brexit. The next few weeks are going to be incredibly interesting in the political world, and of course I will be keeping you updated with a future video. But in the meantime, should you wish to have a chat, please do reach out. I would love to have a coffee. Otherwise, have a lovely week and I'll speak to you soon.